the preseason at least, as the Wild and Hawks get set to do battle here tonight. We mentioned off the top, this is preseason game number 4 for Minnesota, just number 2 for Chicago. These teams will see each other again Thursday night in the Windy City. We're underway in St. Paul. Alex Goligoski back to pick it up for Minnesota, around to Nick Patan. He sends it out to center ice. Addison hits the Chicago line and feeds Dewar. Dewar throws one on goal, and a pad saved by Soderblom.
Sometimes you want to take a bite of that forbidden fruit and start playing a different style of game, but they get right to their game on the forechecking cycle.
Wild have to tag up here, and now we get our first look at the combination of Beckman, Lettieri, and Walker. Entwistle back in for Chicago, and he scores. Beats Gustafsson with the first shot by the Blackhawks. And the visitors are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Quick, Entwistle just coming up the wall. He's got it on the inside of the ice. Right-hand shot coming down the left side. Just a little snap, and Gustafsson. That's a tough look right over the glove. Glove a little low from Gustafsson on that shot from the wall, up over the top of it, and finding the right situation now.
Those two, along with Damon Hunt, will make up that prospect-laden decor in Iowa. Gustafsson comes out here for an aggressive save.
Back off, goes right for it. And Gustafsson on the other side spoke appropriately, you know, understanding what the Wild need from the power play, what they're looking for. He gets the job.
Duhaime for Dewar out front, and a good look is denied by Soderblom.
That's how they're going to generate their offense. Good little battle, Duhaime. Nice little feed over to Dewar, and he gets a lot on this one, but
you'll be able to see that game on Valley Sports North. Actually, both of the 2 remaining games. Patan in the corner, tried to center, and it would deflect it up off the shoulder of Soderblom. O'Rourke plays it back in. Dewar from the circle had his shot knocked away. Lambos into the corner, spins it back up high for Patan. Patan fights off a check from Entwistle. O'Rourke, a shot, he scores! May have been tipped out front. Duhaime was supporting with a screen, but O'Rourke finds the back of the net for Minnesota, and we're even 1-1.
Roll, Dewar wins this face-off, and boy, that line executes like they're a top line out there. Face-off play into more possession. Patan dancing back and forth before last man winning the battle. Sauce over to O'Rourke, and then he throws it on net. And it looks like it might catch a piece of the...
Sweeney in for Minnesota. His shot deflects to the corner. Doc on it there for Chicago. Held by Addison. Fogarty got it through into the slot. The backhander by Sweeney, knocked away by Soderblom. Goligoski with a shot. Glove save, Soderblom. Final 2 minutes of the first period. Beckman steps up, intercepts, but then fires high and wide. Around behind the net. Lettieri has it. Looking for Walker out front, but it deflects across ice. O'Rourke there. His shot deflects wide. Backhand chance, and then Beckman scores! Walker had the first chance. It deflected right to Beckman, who finds the back of the net. Minnesota has the lead.
It's good back pressure from Beckman, who held this puck in the zone, forced a turnover, and then Chicago caught on their heels, and Sammy Walker jumps on a loose puck, wins the battle. Well, that's backhand on Chicago defense forehand. Sammy Walker shouldn't win that battle, but he takes Torchinski, first round pick.
Hey, look, they're a big part of us turning things around here. They're a big part of the team. They're a big part of our identity. And, we as a group all felt that we're better with them. So it was worth the investment in these people.
Can you run us through the process quick there? The guys are a year out and the extension talks start. I mean, who initiates? Is it the agent calls, you call them, offer a deal? Like, how does it go?
You mean who blinks first?
Yeah, well, I don't know. If they come together fast, I don't feel like there's a lot of blinking going.
No, there's not. They just really like his messaging, especially on the power play. And then, personality-wise, he just seemed to be a good fit with the group. Hey, look, talent-wise, size-wise, commitment, all that stuff, He's very good. He's very mature for his age.
I don't know if that one goes in.
4-on-4. Just past halfway through the second period. Goligoski in for Minnesota. And they scored. May have been kicked in. And it's immediately waved off.
But Goligoski does a nice job freezing the defense, finding a little lane, hitting that far pad. Carr does kick the toe of the skate up. I think he's just trying to gain possession of it, but
to the glove side. Del Mastro down the boards. Gutman with it. Gutman gains some space. His shot knocked away by Gustafsson. Goligoski can't find it. Gutman hammers another one off the post.
a bad goal lead to 2, 3, 4, 5 against. He's able to stop the bleeding. Did that tonight as well. First one got past him, and he's stopped 17 since. And then John Merrill, what he brings that Goligoski doesn't is simply weight. A lot of the same things, just a little more size.
Patan splits the defense, in for a shot and a save by Soderblom.
Yeah, again, shifty little move. Skilled player jumping right in between. Nobody's coming. Tries to chip it right over the glove.
And I think, as I mentioned earlier, there's a team that had 15 picks in the top 3 rounds over the last 2 years. They have 9 in the top 3 in the next 2 seasons. So it will be a very young core, and that core might be 2-3 years away from filling an NHL roster as Gustafsson slides across to make another big stop on Radish. 75 seconds to go. Doc moves into the Minnesota zone, cut off by Addison. Back to the line, Kachuk sent it across. Radish, and they score. Doc got to the loose puck behind Kalen Addison. Knocks it into the empty net, and Chicago ties it.
The Terry loses his D-man a little bit, slips to the middle. He gets caught too close to the wall. That opens the lane to the middle. Then Beckman tries to cover for his teammate. That opens up that right shot from the flank. And the Wild just get spread out, outnumbered at the net before Gustafsson.
You've seen Goligoski with a little overtime magic. Scored the winner the night he was honored for playing in 1,000 NHL games last year.
What a moment that was. Like a turning point in the season, too. It was against Carolina.
Right, never forget his post-game press interview with Kevin Gord where he said,
stick with us.
Stick with us. Dewar carries in for Minnesota. Scores! Dewar worked free from Gutman, and on the first shot of the extra session, he beats Soderblom, and the Wild win it in overtime.
Forward